Greetings and welcome to Die Dragon Die presents the Grimstone Chronicles, episode 16. I am the DM for tonight's adventure, even though we're rotating amongst the crew. I'm also the host, and I'm joined by the full Ontario crew. Let me unmute their mics as I check our audio levels, because I've adjusted a few things so my mic is not popping out. But I also don't want to be drowned out or to drown out my players. How is everyone doing on this fine Saturday afternoon?
I am beat up from staining my deck. And apparently manual labor gives you, like, blisters. I got my one hand is full of blisters from the gloves. You put the gloves on so you don't, like, get chemical burns. And then my hand sweated, and then my skin turned into, like, wrinkly bathtub skin. And then I was, like, pushing on stuff, and then it just, like, I tore my skin in 4 different places on my one hand. So it was fun.
Okay. That guy's new.
It hurts.
You may not have to use those gloves properly. Now you are complaining to a guy who dodges fire for a living. I don't do that anymore. I don't do that anymore.
I'm not complaining about tearing my hands. I'm complaining that my wife made me wear the gloves because it said wear gloves. And I'm like, I don't need gloves. I'm tougher than the chemical. So now it's in my interest to suggest that the gloves hurt me because the gloves were a mistake. I don't want to wear the protective equipment.
Test S123.
Protective equipment.
Test S123.
Audio issues?
Nope, I'm just making sure my audio is approximately yours, which is good. I realized that XSplit is no longer allowing me to change the percentage of my mic because that is now controlled by VC. Straightforward,
Okay,
isn't it? Yeah, it is. So I'm like, oh, I can't change this. Why is that? I'm like, what other application is using the mic right now? Oh, the video conference software. Anyways. Software. Ahmed, what's going on with you, man?
It's a lot of work. I currently have another laptop sitting right next to me. Don't worry, I'm still 100%. As 100% as I've ever been.
So about 80%.
I give it a 75, to be honest with you. I mean,
Mark?
No, it's good. Just a lot of busy, but good.
Mark, what's going on?
Not much. Actually, pretty quiet week. There's no overtime this week, so it's all sad. I like money. Not that I really like going to work, because I like money.
Yeah. Yep. What did I finish watching? I watched all of Letterkenny in the last week and a half.
Oh, did you watch Holy Sheets?
Holy Sheets is, yes, that episode. It's the double entendre episode.
Yes.
Yes. There is one scene with double entendre where he's collecting pennies that I really enjoyed as well. That was a funny scene. The Holy Sheets one, I think, they were beating a dead horse by the end of that one.
Oh yeah, it was, but it was to me, it was like that level of, it's not funny anymore. Then they just keep going, and it's just okay. It's funny again. It's like that Family Guy. I will kill this joke until it's funny again.
This is our formula, and it's going to be half an hour of the formula. Yeah, it's pretty funny. Hey Drake, how's it going?
On Netflix, at least Netflix Canada, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movies are all on there right now. So I bonded with my wife over watching the first 2 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movies, and they're still really good movies. It's amazing they added, like, the fact that they had 70-pound turtle suits on and they're still flipping around. And it's like, it's awesome. I don't know.
Yeah, apparently
I was so, like, geeking out. I don't know. Just Casey Jones and they'll
apparently those actors vomited on a daily basis.
They lost 20 pounds during the filming of each movie in a 2-month period.
Yeah.
So I have a fond memory, not of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle like toys or the TV show. It was the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle role-playing game that I remember.
Oh, that was fun. Yes,
making characters for and playing. And this is like before high school.
I would say yes.
Yes. This is before I actually start counting me as a DM, but those early years are just as important when you're kind of figuring out what you like and don't like, and being able to read a rule book on your own and interpret it and do a thing with it was an important step. Yeah, I remember my first character in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It was Ivory Blood, the elephant mutant, who's a big guy. And apparently in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, it was all about getting into your souped out vehicle with guns on it for some reason. It was like machine guns on transport trucks, and an elephant mutant was my recollection.
Vehicles were always part of the lore, like from the comic books. And the comic book run, because it was all like a big nerd kick.
Yep.
That comic book run went from before I was born until 2015. That first, like the original series of Ninja Turtle comics. And the thing is, in the comic books, they're 3 feet tall. Like they're little midgets. So in the movie, they became like 5 feet tall, 5.5 feet tall, so you could fit a human inside.
Yep.
And then Michael Bay went, they're enormous. They're all bigger than Shaq. And they like run into trucks, and the trucks explode.
Nice. All right. I think
fighting Godzilla in the next one, I think so.
I'll pay to see it.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are fighting Godzilla, is it?
Ninja Turtles fighting Godzilla? Sure.
They're like
Ninja Turtles versus aliens. I think that crossover would be fun
let's
too.
take two franchises that need a little boost and put them together.
Maybe the predator finds a superior prey.
Right, Predator versus Godzilla would be pretty funny.
I think I'd prefer Predator versus Ninja Turtles, quite frankly.
The Predator eats turtle soup.
Yeah. I think so.
Alien versus Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles might just be too horrifying. Alien creatures busting out of shells might be, yeah.
Anything that film needs an R rating.
But the Predator without an R rating, like, he needs to rip out something's spine.
Yeah.
Some spine has to come out of somewhere.
Yep.
Well, no, at some point he has to kill Michelangelo, because Michelangelo's the one who's got to fucking die. And he's got to make a shield out of his tortoise shell.
This movie writes itself, guys. All of us later on fucking hammering away at keyboards doing our fan fiction. Speaking of sad stories, why don't we do a recap of what happened last game?
We blew up a tree!
Last game was called Agony of Shame.
I forgot.
Yeah, that's good.
Dugganschmirf leads the Steel Rose Watch, sons Dee Dee and Amadeus, into the territory of some Court of Spring allied fae. Things quickly turn violent and many Seelie are slain. One of the constructs is nearly destroyed by Agony's wild swings with his new magical axe while facing the Ironbark Treant. I just have to say, the Ironbark Treant couldn't hit shit. Like Modron was you were so lucky. Rolls. You were so lucky. There were bad rolls all around.
It was a movie fight. It was a fight that it was like 6 rounds longer than it needed to be.
Yep.
Because we had like an extra $20 million of special effects budget that we had to spend.
When the monk is saying, "I'll save the day with my dagger," when the fighting subsides, the illusions hiding the Sunken Garden fall, and I think we're gonna just sort of pick up where we left off. The flat grasses sort of shimmer and reveal a sunken area. There is probably about half of the sunken area covered with lush green vines. A somewhat semicircular arranged garden it appears below. There might be some like rock steps at the end of this laneway through the garden, close to where you had the battle. There are moss and vine covered statuary that is visible within the garden itself. It seems like at the focus point of the garden there is a statue of a. It's hard to tell exactly what from here, like some sort of fey or angelic elf lady. You see dozens and dozens of flowers. I know it looks very green on this picture, but there's a lot of early summer flowery growth. Bumblebees kind of tumbling around. The essence of life is down there. Well manicured, however, intended. I think there's probably going to be some healing, as
I imagine
there are. Dassod is disabled. Slake has 12 damage. Dugganschmirf, you end up. Oh yeah, that's right. Dugganschmirf was putting his knife to, or his telekinetic powers to end the life of some of the Fae that.
After returning after the fight.
Yep. Yeah, Dugganschmirf spent most
He
of the
ran
run
away.
running away from
I took an executive role in the battle.
My. Very interesting. I think this is Sunny's first opportunity to really look at the sun. So Sunny's got a curing wand out, but he's taking a look at the sun because...
Dassod's form is humanoid, slightly larger than that of a regular humanoid man. There are strange rivets in his skin. He's got a strong jawline. It's pretty much hairless body, like everywhere, hairless. His blood is inky.
Most interesting. We'll start touching him with the wand.
Okay.
We'll just start poking. We're gonna poke around. You're getting poked and prodded with the wand. What's under here? It's what? 9 charges? No, 4 charges. Oh, you've also got you got con damage.
Yeah, critical, and dex damage too, don't you?
Hold on, I put on my.
You bashed your fingers on the critical miss because we were rolling.
You slit his own wrist and then broke a finger or something.
It was 1 dex and 2 con.
That's a rough fight.
Oh god.
Oh wow.
Well, so you've got so we'll hit you with 8 charges from the wand, so that you're healed to the point where I don't have to worry about you dying on me.
Slake has wandered over to the ironbark treant, and you can see him kind of like looking at the treant's huge club. What kind of magic is this?
Tree magic. That is a shillelagh, a very large shillelagh, if you're talking of the club. The ent himself has some form of iron bark upon him. It could probably be used to craft armors or shields that are very difficult to break.
These ents are not cast. They do not have magic cast on them. They naturally have this as their bark. I remember them when we were fighting a long time ago.
Is
They
he,
were field.
is he worth anything?
Oh, of course he's worth something. I mean, he could be like, lumber at least.
I was carrying honor for it, but this thing was a hunter of elves. So no, 2 of it was you wish. It was not one that I had fought with.
Ahmed, roll a d4 for Dassod. We're going to restore his con. The dex, you could just keep that.
I have been logging into Twitch.
Can you make a restoration potion?
I'll roll the d4 for you.
Thanks. Cog 4. Oh,
Beauty.
Okay, your con's good.
Okay, while Capra, I think one of you guys rolled initially when you were thinking about the ironbark treant. Yeah,
That was Sunny.
That was Sunny. They do grow. Their bark can be harvested as permanent.
Ironwood.
Ironwood. Yep. Which is a spell, a 6 circle spell that druids know that normally isn't you're not able to turn into permanent. The magic that is on here, however, is that there are runes carved into the ironbark itself. Like not only was it able to grow its own suit of armor on top of its normal pulpy wood, but somebody then carved some minor runes. They are very relatively simple. Glancing at your spellcraft check, you know that there is a +1 enhancement rune that is on the armor,
and it would apply to armor.
That's right.
If you turned it into armor.
Yep. And then it also has, somebody did an interesting job in putting minor runes of energy resistance on the armor itself. So resist 5 against fire.
Yeah.
Underneath that, there's still huge lamellar armor that weighs about 280 pounds that could be used for other purposes. Like you could, with an armor like with the overlapping plates of the lamellar armor, you could possibly make other armor-like items out of it. Similar, once the shillelagh effect subsides on the fallen club, which is something that it grew, like it's almost like it grew a third arm, and then that arm fell off and became his club. The huge club is about 24 pounds of this ironwood material. It does not bear any enchantment. The other things that you find of major importance are the pipes, which bear some enchantment. This is the thing that made Dugganschmirf run away. The foot wraps that the satyr was wearing, and then we've got 2 of the more important things that are here. Not only did the ironbark treant grow its own ironwood armor and weapons, the heart of the ironbark ent, you believe, can be fashioned into an amulet, and this particular heart might be the reason why its punches were dripping with acidic sap. The last thing that you find is on the satyr. It's an emblem. It's a tarnished silver badge with the shape of a stylized flower rising like the sun. It is a slotless item. It can act as a cloak pin or just as a badge. And you could give me a spellcraft check to identify this thing.
All right. Spellcraft 19.
You understand the constant endure elements on it, but you're not too sure about what the additional power is.
Interesting. Now, the lamellar armor that is on the treant, does it just come off, or do we have to, like, skin the treant?
You'd have to end up, like, skinning the treant, basically.
That's going to take some time. Yep. Shrink item won't work because this is too big and it's magical, so I'm done my sentence now.
Yep.
So we get to work with pulling this off here, or are we we're supposed to pick a flower, aren't we?
Yeah, I'll make I'll make stuff out of this as long as it's not magical.
Well, there's some magic upon it, but it can be removed, and there's further bark that you can work with as non-magical crafted material.
How? Says Agony.
It is rune magic. Aren't you familiar?
Agony's... he might have been way too sheltered. He nods at that. He actually rolled pretty well. It is not a common type of magic, although Sunny's not certain what's common and not common around here.
He's just, yeah.
He's just like, oh no, it's possible. There's this thing called rune magic, and Agony's like, I think I've heard of it.
It is a very old form of crafting where one could transfer their works from one point to another, but it requires making of runes. He's like pointing across. You actually have to carve the runes in, pour the magic into the runes, and the runes themselves could be transferred from location to location.
I'm not touching this stuff until you remove the magic from it.
Rightio. But we would help. It's very heavy.
Yeah, fine.
So he smiles.
He grins.
So,
he can carry magic.
Do you want me to start taking this apart here, or are we gonna go get the flower, come back, or
Well,
why don't you do?
he's kind of looking
What are
at
we doing, boss?
he's looking at the sun. I think we got time to take a bit of treasure, shall we say? So, I mean, we got what we came for. We still got time to pick up what's worthwhile, and we'll head home.
Oh, where's the flower that we can use to create a portal to another realm?
Okay. Let's not be creating portals to other realms just yet, shall we? There's one for you and one for me.
Perfect. You have them?
Yeah. You,
no.
or did I? No, we didn't get them yet.
Nope. There's a garden full of flowers of all different varieties.
I see. This is the other encounter.
No, this is if you want to know the meta around this, the complication is side quest.
Oh, fuck off with this side quest.
The Imperium is definitely interested in having some of these flowers, and I appreciate your help, my
I will murder you if you say the Imperium one more fucking time.
Changes to Kev. Yeah, you weirdo! Stop saying that. We're not Imperium. Where'd he go? Don't worry, I'll keep an eye out for him. I got you, Duke. I got you.
You're fucking exhausting.
I blame you, actually. He's looking at Duggan.
What?
He's your pet. In Sylvan.
At this point, your minutes per level have gone
He
down.
responds in Sylvan. I am no pet.
As you've gathered up some of Duggan's gone and finished off some of the Fae, and you've gathered up their equipment.
How long will it take to? I don't know what you even call it at this point. To carve a treant.
We need.
It's probably an hour-long task with an axe-like weapon to carve up his armor.
How long to turn him into like a dugout canoe that we can ride down the river?
There'd be a several-day task.
Adamantine axe.
Yep.
So we could use the axe head, right?
That was a joke. I think we are still better off using the token, the GTFO, when we're ready.
Yeah, the token you guys took from the Swan Fae, a bunch of swan tokens, and created a big swan boat, and put your wagon on top of the swan boat.
Yep.
And it's waiting, being guarded by the innocent Mistra, the cow, the cowlin, I guess.
It's a guard dog.
Yeah,
Guard cow.
About 100 feet away through a ring of trees.
A shrubbery. All right, so we're going to Capra's going to try to use the broken axe to help, like, just assist in the carving, and we'll start carving up the tree.
Slake will help you with that. What are the rest of you doing?
Go see about getting those flowers.
Dassod can help with his claws.
Okay.
He's got a good strength on him. Cog will go with the crew to get the flowers.
Look at us. For some reason, I feel like Well. Let's go find a flower.
All right, you guys find a way to climb down. There are handholds and rocky outcroppings and vines that would allow you to climb all the way down to this end of the walkway that bisects the garden.
Cool.
Are the four of you going down? I know Dugganschmirf can just fly down.
Yeah.
We're walking like an old man down a hill.
Okay.
AKA slowly and carefully.
Can you make DC 5 climb checks?
Can you
Am I
fail
allowed
them?
to can I take 10?
Yep.
If I take 10, I get a 13.
Okay.
I have a rank and climb.
Yep.
Always
Currently,
wise.
there's no combat going on, so yes, you could take 10 to go down. If in a hurry, however, you might be in trouble.
Yep.
Okay. You guys land upon some well-weathered stones. It looks like these stones may have been part of some river system. They're really smooth. Somebody is taking painstaking care to piece them together in a somewhat elaborate cobble. The plants down here are all sorts of plants, not necessarily just the common ones that you saw while marching here. It looks like there are many uncommon, perhaps even exotic plants that have been positioned in rows or concentric circles radiating out from the focus of the garden.
Oh, this guy. Oh, this guy. Oh. Like Sunny keeps like wandering down little like. He is very slow because he wants to basically identify each flower as he goes. He is.
Okay.
Sonny, can we start with the most important flower and move down the list?
Sunny, give me a knowledge nature or any sort of horticulture-based skill check to see if you find something that might actually be a component for spellcasting.
Yes. All right. Knowledge nature would be the best one here. Or spellcraft. 25.
Cool. What is a berry that is known to be used in healing? Elderberry. Okay.
Elderberry?
You find a version of it's called Fey elderberry.
Felderberry.
Colloquially. That's a silly name, though.
Fey elderberry, when used, when casting a remove disease or a remove poison, give a +1 to the caster level.
Cool.
You have to like probably.
Like
well, yeah, berries spoil. So you basically you find a plant that is producing Fey elderberries. There are currently 4 elderberries that can be harvested right now from this plant.
Can they be used as spell components dried, or do they have to be fresh?
You may have to find some alchemists to preserve them.
Okay, I know alchemists.
Yep.
So how many were on the plant?
4.
4. I will take 2 Fey elderberries.
Okay.
Because that seems fair. In old man logic. All right, so I want to put 2 Fey elderberries that need preservation. 2 by elderberries.
You could probably also preserve them on your own. I'm sure making a preserve is not necessarily that difficult.
My grandma does it.
Yeah. You'd be carrying around a jar that bits of the paste or whatever the stuff inside the jar would disappear.
But. So Fey elderberries, and it's +1 caster level on remove
On removing diseases or poisons.
Disease or poison. Perfect.
And they are a spell component, like they are consumable.
Yep.
Okay, that's you searching, I don't know, a tenth of the garden.
Well, unless somebody's telling me otherwise, I am searching the other 90% of the garden.
Okay.
You brought a druid to a magic garden. You
Duggan,
took my mom to a museum. It's the same thing. Everything in the museum is being read.
Agony is just leaning on his lucerne hammer and, you know, kind of swatting at insects if they come and land on him, and just watching the druid. Cog, Dugganschmirf, what are you guys doing?
Cogs, do I see the statue there?
Yeah, there's a big statue. It is. It's hard to tell what particular material it's made out of. It's a bit too shiny to be stone, or maybe it's the a little bit of moisture coming down from coming down from the cavern walls that is making it shiny. It is a weird fey woman. There's something odd. It's not exactly fey.
He's Cog is approaching knowledge religion. Do we have an idea of what this thing is?
I'd prefer knowledge, different knowledge, but knowledge religion could give you some results.
Knowledge nature?
Sure.
Okay. $19.
It could be a fey, but there are some unearthly qualities about it that suggest that it may be of a different origin.
Well, we just learned that there are other worlds. Duggan, do you have any idea what this thing is?
Yeah. It's a fucking statue.
The metal facepalm. Who is it? Why is it here? Do they pray to it? Is it a goddess of theirs?
Well,
that is what I'm asking.
I don't fucking know.
What's it made out of?
I'll
get closer.
Yeah.
So you can see. Yeah. Not right next to it. It's a little too far.
Okay. It looks like. Do you have any crafting or appraise?
Koginski. Craft, alchemy, and the clockwork. I don't have appraise.
Okay, I would give you either one of those.
Alchemy. I'll take the alchemy. Oh yeah. Thank you, Modron. 21.
It's a 21. Sorry, the page where I'm searching has... There we go.
Are there like flowers behind it, or?
There are flowers all over the place. Okay, to answer your first question, it is a strange type of bronze. The statue looks like it's plated in this weird bronze. It's not a metal that you've commonly seen. Bronze, you know, is an alloy to begin with, so it's curious. And then Duggan's looking for flowers. Give me a perception check, Duggan.
Dope. Come on, Modron. 12.
There are at least 20 different types of flowers that you see at this point.
Nothing sunflower-esque.
Nothing sunflower-esque. Give me a will save.
22.
Okay, and then Cog, I want you to give me a perception check. As you see Duggan kind of flying around, he he brushes up against something, and Duggan, you see, like you've triggered some sort of illusion.
Okay.
And there is rows and rows and rows of neat flower beds of these really, really strange purple tulips that all of a sudden are revealed as you interacted with the illusion, and you reveal three large beds of tulips. They're quite grand, and the purple has this otherworldly quality to it. You can't tell whether it's a really dark blue or a strange purple, and there seems to be like even like a shimmer, like an opalescent shimmer along the petals of these flowers. Quite clearly something was protecting those flowers. And then with the 18 cog, you realize as Dugganschmirf is like bumped up against some flowers that were invisible or being cloaked, that this entire mass of vine shifted a little bit, and a couple of the vines are now reaching out towards Dugganschmirf.
Duggan, get back to me right now.
I think it's initiative at this point.
No, too late.
Look, I found some red cap sprouts. Not really useful for magic, but they're excellent on sandwiches.
They're in trouble.
As there's something in the vines that is reaching out towards Duggan.
You're being attacked by a giant virus.
Alright, I'm going to roll initiative.
Was there a surprise?
Yes, there's a surprise round because Cog is part of the surprise round, but Duggan is not with the 12 that was...
Is Sunny part of the surprise round?
Yes, Sunny would be part of the surprise round because he's got that...
He's always part of the surprise round.
Diviner power that... Huh?
He's awesome.
Something happened over that way.
I gave him channel positive energy for it, so yes.
Yes, thank you for reminding me. Okay, that thing is not going first. Unfortunately, with a giant plant thing with a +7 initiative rolls a 19, it is going first. Almost reflexively, a tentacle of vines is wrapping out towards Duggan. It has a 100-foot reach with its vines.
Okay.
So it's up here, and it goes...
combat reflexes. It's a CR3. Okay.
Sorry, Blazelord, I was just rolling initiative here. Too many windows. Hello. All right, the 100, and I was looking up the reach of the big plant creature that you guys suggested I use against the party. I'm picking no.
You're taking no responsibility.
No responsibility. I think
I'm feeling even more important that maybe Sunny shouldn't be picking flowers. He should be cutting up a tree in, because I think an archer might be useful right around now.
Okay, the vine tendril, it gets only a single attack because this is a surprise round, is going to reach out and grab the Fey that's touching the flowers. He shouldn't. AC 18, flat-footed. I don't know if you have uncanny dodge or anything like that.
I don't get it till next level, so that's it. Let's say that's a hit.
Okay.
Yeah.
It does no damage, but it is grabbing you. 32 on its...
Yep.
Okay, there's a bulging mass that's coming out of the vines themselves, and it's got its own vines, and it seems to be pulling Dugganschmirf in. All it can do...
My CMD is actually 13, so good luck keeping that grapple on.
sucks to be tiny, doesn't it?
It does, yes. When you're grabbed, it's not a great thing.
It has something called aerial attack. This creature gains a +2 to attack creatures that are not touching the ground or are braced on the solid surface. It's really good at picking flying things out of the air.
Okay.
So here's one of the things I'm going to mention about stream.
Yep.
Just as a thing. When you find a hard counter to certain characters, usually you save it to really screw with them. We seem to be spending them immediately.
Oh no. Oh, I've got some shit saved up for you boys.
It's ends up being this roulette of punishment. Okay, so the giant plant thing just happened to attack the creature who first touched the hidden flowers. And surprise round, Dingle is upstairs. He's not surprised. Or sorry, he's surprised. Dugganschmirf, surprise. Agony was surprised. Cog, you get to act. Your two actions during the surprise round.
It's 2 actions, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
there is this really taut vine that is starting to pull Dugganschmirf in.
How much action? How many rounds has it been since we stopped the fight?
I said your minute per levels are gone.
Minutes?
Your 10-minute per levels and your hour per levels are still going.
Okay, so I'm gonna jump into Crane.
Okay.
And the thing is, where exactly it is?
There is a big bulge of a plant-like mass that has tentacles coming out of the wall of vines that it's hiding behind. You can kind of tell that there is a creature here, and it's definitely extending tentacles out in many directions.
And it's got him. Okay, I'm gonna move. He's my fate. So stance.
Yep.
I'm gonna move. If he moves, does that incur an AOO?
Currently, it is pulling on. It is distracted by having Duggan in its tentacles, vines.
No, it is up there, right?
Yeah, it's up there. Duggan's also being grabbed by a vine that is very distinct, and you could try to attack the vine if you wanted to.
Maybe it'll stop attacking if all the flowers are dead.
Right now, Cog doesn't see the flowers.
Oh,
yeah.
Right.
So I'm gonna go to where
Just run through them.
I'm gonna go to where Duggan is, and I'm going to. I'm not in crane stance, but I'm going to. Well, punch it because my dagger is not drawn.
Okay, you're gonna punch the vine.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I'm just waiting for the BS to come out. Like, oh, they're immune to you.
Are you going to try to break the vine with just sheer strength, or are you trying to hit it to do damage?
Can I? I can't grapple him. Damn.
You could join the grapple.
Yeah, I will join the grapple.
Okay.
I don't like your smile.
It's because you're going to get grappled next time it goes. That's what's going to happen. You're about to get grappled again.
Then it's an action to do it, right?
Yeah, actually, grappling is a complex action.
It's
so.
2 actions.
Okay, so I'll go in.
The only reason why it got to do it is its grab was part of its
this thing
2 actions. Yeah.
Attack.
Okay, then I'll move in to past where he would be going.
Okay, give me
and
a,
I'm gonna
give me a will
do
save
my
as
crane stance.
will save.
Oh, sorry, will save.
This is the illusion.
This is SR?
No.
Mind affecting?
No.
Enchantment. $24.
Okay, you can see the very large, strange, unearthly tulips.
Duggan, where? Careful, whoa!
And you just basically wandered, like, they're up to your waist sort of thing, and you just wandered amongst them, and you went into your crane stance, and all of a sudden there are tulips all around you.
Oh.
They're glowing slightly.
Sunny? We need you now. Under attack.
Guardian Fairy, Sunny, you get to act in the surprise round. You're off here under the guardianship of Agony.
Red cap sprouts.
Yep.
Good sandwiches. Ooh. Agony. I think there's something over there.
Yeah, he's in the process of like.
Each going to roll knowledge nature.
Sure.
What the hell am I looking at? And is it murdery or is it just kind of like restraining and then something else is murdery? 29.
This thing must have been imported from some jungle area. It is called a canopy creeper. Somewhere under that that mass of tendrils is a beak, and it is a carnivorous plant.
Oh, also known as murder vines. Okay.
I'm gonna let you, because you rolled so well, just read the monster manual entry. The highlights here are: it's immune to electricity, it's resistant to fire, and its weakness is cold. It's from a warm environment.
It want to use cold on it. It doesn't like the cold. It also it doesn't like the cold. Watch out for the vines. The vines are really long. They're really long.
Yeah, let me draw the 100-foot radius circle. I think map tools will let me do this. Yeah, 100-foot radius circle. There we go.
Oh wow. Okay.
You can cut the vine with like a knife. Try cutting the vine. He doesn't look like he's walking forward.
The creature also has combat reflexes.
You, quite frankly.
It just whips around vines until it grabs something. Okay, Sunny, what are you doing? So you spent an action thinking about the plant creature.
And then he spent an action. Then he's talking about the plant creature, and he's like, "Yeah, this is bad. Hey, what the hell? Problem over here."
Okay, so you're yelling for everyone.
There's a vine thing.
Dassod, Slake. All right.
Help.
Cog, give me a D4. We'll say 1. You actually trampled by accident one of the tulips. Okay, the statue is now shimmering.
Oh.
And you can see 2 beings appearing beside the statue. One of which is humanoid and like human-sized, and the other is really small with wings. And I'm going to put just on this round, the 2 new combatants, we'll call them guardians, onto the map.
Dude, grapple the tiny one.
As you are...
Do what's happening in Duggan, basically.
As you are very unlucky.
Oh, I know what that is.
There is a elf-like being and a fairy-like being that are appearing beside the statue. The giant plant-like thing gets to go. It's going to use a power called Pull.
It would be a dumb creature if it didn't have a power like that.
It just grabs you and holds you still while something beats you.
Forever. just never let you...
Is there an AOO that I get off it when it does this, or
nope?
It's involuntary movement, so if you wanted to punch Duggan in the you still couldn't. But if it was voluntary movement, then
okay, it gets a 37 on its CMB.
Yeah, that would have grappled friggin' Amadeus. So.
By how much did it beat your...
Well, you got a 37, so you
24.
beat it 24, yeah.
So it moves you 25 feet towards the creature.
Okay.
There's a beak on
the beak is coming out. It's the beak of a huge creature that is angrily snapping, and it looks like it's getting ready for Duggan's approach. So that was 2 actions, and then as a third action, Its reach is 10. So I think it actually can bite Duggan. So this is at a -5. Plus 10, -5, but +2 because you're not attached to the ground. This one from above. All right, its beak hits AC 14.
No. Well, hang on.
You're still flat-footed and you're grappled.
Yeah, I am still flat-footed, so yeah, that hits.
Okay.
Well, does it take a -2? Because there's like that -2 nonsense, maybe.
No, it's -2 because I'm grappled, and -4 dex, so that hits.
Okay. A sarlacc kind of crusty beak comes out and kind of crunches Duggan a little bit. This does 2d6 plus 12.
Ow.
21 damage on Duggan.
All right, so I subtract 4 total.
I'm assuming it's not a cold iron beak.
It does not have a cold iron beak.
All right, so I take 17.
Okay, that was its turn. Dingle. Dingle.
It looks like you found the beak.
you hear people yelling, Dingle.
The fuck is going on? He's like up to his elbows.
Yep.
You can't be fucking kidding me. Are you sure you got a problem? He'll move over twice and pull out a bow.
Well, there's one tentacle that's angrily wrapped around something small, which you think is Duggan. There are 4 or 5 other tentacles that are just whipping around the 100-foot radius. They're not grabbing anything because it's technically still ensuring a snack by concentrating on the one creature. Although
Duggan's the size of popcorn for this thing. It's like one kernel. How hard are you going to fight over one piece of popcorn?
It might drop. It might take the -20 penalty to start to grapple other people.
I wouldn't take a -20 to grapple Duggan because Duggan.
I wouldn't blame it.
Yep.
Frankly,
and you can see that others are not in a good position to combat it. Dingle.
Yeah.
You also notice the 2 glowing fairy creatures appearing beside the statue.
Hey guys, we got a problem over here.
Dugganschmirf.
Duggan. I'm double checking whether something my character can do is a supernatural ability or spell-like. I'm pretty sure it's spell-like, which makes me sad.
For supernatural. Wait a sec. What's your like channel with the hats?
That might still be spell-like.
My character has 3 casting classes. They're all spells.
Yeah. Fuck.
They're very upset.
I will delay going to someone else, and while I look this up.
Okay, Agony is going to. Let's see if he's got any spells left after the last battle.
It was a rough fight.
Fuck.
Yeah, that's the problem.
He's got 2. He's going to cast a shield spell and then go moving in.
Like Sunny could move in and do a give him an attempt to break the grapple, but
yep,
he ain't moving in.
Okay,
Cog.
Cog.
Okay, I'll go after Cog.
Okay, so I can. How high up is Duggan?
Duggan is 15 feet off the ground. 10 feet off the ground.
So I can reach him.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna move in. Pull my knife out and try to cut the vine that's got him Or I can just how would grappling with him work? Joining the grapple, how would that work? Could I, instead of giving him a bonus, use my CMD?
Yeah, you could probably wiggle your way into that grapple.
Okay, so we'll move in and join the grapple.
Okay, make a CMB check. You're effectively joining the grapple and trying to break the grapple.
Yeah.
CMD 32.
Oh boy. Well, it's better be a 20.
Okay, so
Nope.
basically you kind of loop your armpit around the bit of vine that is between the monster and Duggan and wrap your arm around it, and then it goes slack a little bit and then wraps around you, and the two of you are now off the ground as Cog has jumped up into the grapple. And,
This is a bad idea!
yeah. The guardian fairy is just appearing. Sunny.
Oh, I'll go. I'm just gonna.
Oh yeah, Duggan. Sure, yeah.
Escape.
Duggan's using an escape artist to try to get out.
24, and I think that's complex, and I can do fuck all else.
Okay. Yeah, you're struggling.
Well, he'll pull his masterwork short sword. Do I have to make a? No, never mind. That's it.
You've got one extra action, so you could try to draw your sword.
I have to make a check for that, though, don't I?
I think you do, but you can make the check. Just
No, I really can't. 32. I can't make that check.
oh, it's physically impossible.
Yeah.
A natural 20.
Yes. I know what you said. Yeah, you're saying I do have an action, but there's like when I say there's nothing I can do. I mean, it's not happening. Is all.
Okay. Dassod? Sorry, Sunny. Sunny's turn.
Stay away from the beak bits. Yeah, thank you, Sunny. Yeah, he's going to think about the other things that just appeared out of the statue.
Okay.
I'm assuming knowledge planes on both of them, or is it knowledge planes, knowledge nature?
Knowledge plane. So which creature are you concentrating on first?
I'm concentrating on the one that's going to be firing arrows like a mother.
Okay.
One who's going to put pricky bass.
The elf-like being with the silver white hair.
Yeah.
Lightning strikes whip through the poised elf-like features.
18.
It is an outsider. They are called Izatas, the general classification of archers, or of outsiders. Sorry.
Yeah, the outsider elf race. Yeah.
The Azata has a longbow and a scimitar, both of which have not been drawn yet. You know that it will have in general a bunch of spell-like abilities, and that they share the same kind of damage reduction as Fey do.
Awesome. The tall one's not a Fey, but cold iron, and it's fighty with a bow.
You get the same result from the small one as well, unless you want to take additional.
I'd like to take another action to think about it.
Yep.
14.
This one, it looks too fairy-like for you to make any conclusions as to what it is exactly. You think it might also be an Azata, like some lesser.
You're pretty sure it likes to grapple.
No, the tiny little Fey thing. No, it does not even come bearing any weapons. Although it has a little halo of starlight.
Shoot it first.
You get the feeling that you're trenching on some goodly domain. Azatas are chaotic good outsiders.
Oh, I'm really glad we didn't bring Dee Dee. This would just be like, there's not enough paper in the world for all her sad drawings after today.
They're not real. They're just. Do I know if they're summoned or not?
That's the last roll you could make. That's a spellcraft or
I would
another.
like to know if they're actually here or if they're just summoned.
Yep.
Because actions from that point forward. 16. That ain't summoning nothing.
There is a way to find out, and that would be a protection from good spell would allow you to determine whether they are summoned or called.
I have one of those prepared, actually, because I heard we might be acting like big penises.
Interesting. Neutral caster? Gotcha.
Sunny's true neutral. He doesn't give a shit.
So you spend an effective round thinking about your foe. Or about the guardians of this place.
Yep.
Dassod, I'm assuming you're running over, or are you changing form?
Yeah,
or...
Dassad's going to, well, his claws were useful before, but he's going to grab his whip and his sword, and he's going to run over, yeah.
Okay.
Kevin, I'm back! Kevin's coming, baby!
So you turn into Kev, and then move?
Yeah, I'm going to turn into Kev. Yeah, I turn into Kev and pick up my stuff.
Okay. Slake. Slake is a weapon. He's going to start running around.
I dare you, grab Slake. Bring him up to your beak so we can punch you in it.
Yeah, he's running around up top as he sees what's going on. You can hear him moving.
He's also still got damage, so we might give him the pass, like a little high five on the way by. Here's some healing.
Yep. The guardian archer creature is going to draw its bow.
Hey.
And it fires an arrow at Cog. No, wait. It sees Agony running in. Cog's busy in the plant thing. Yeah, he's going to fire at Agony. He looks around the battlefield.
Sunny's just hiding behind the bushes.
Sunny's behind the bushes.
It has this really deep voice. It
What language was that?
You don't know.
Okay.
I don't think any of you have Celestial.
No, we're Druid.
No,
AC 28 on Agony? No.
We prepare protection from good.
Yeah. I mean, the party's technically neutral, but if we leaned in some direction.
Agony's AC with shield and mage armor running is 28, so Agony just got tagged. And then this second attack, AC 27, that missed because he put up the shield spell.
Perfect.
1d8 plus 6 damage from an arrow, 13 damage on Agony.
That adds up pretty quick.
Oh.
Okay, he grunts as arrows are breaking across his shield spell, and he gets a big piece of one into his shoulder. The giant plant thing, well, it has a new thing to bite. It's reacting to the big thing, and it's just gonna bite Cog, who jumped up into the grapple.
Now, is it going to? Does it have to maintain grapple?
Yeah.
Okay. What's my CMD is?
It's biting you. I think it's.
No, it's going to maintain first. Yeah.
Yeah.
You are not touching the ground.
Now his CMD is amazing. His CMB might suck.
It gets a 40 to maintain.
That's
Yeah,
I think a total defense Cog though might slip out.
If I total defense?
Now, does it get to do damage now, or does it have to?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
As part, depending on what it did with its grapple action, right?
Yeah.
It gets to do a thing with that grapple.
Yeah, it can do damage or
Reposition.
pull me in or
Got
whatever.
It. Now, in order for it to use its
Or
bite
pin me.
damage, it actually has to do a bite in a grapple as opposed to just doing damage.
Okay.
So I think it gets its huge damage. So it's like D3 for medium, D6 or D4, D6. So I think it does D6 plus strength. It squeezes.
It doesn't have to attack, right?
No,
No, not for this damage.
it does 11 damage to Cog.
Oh boy, that was a fucking mistake.
It's
Does
weird.
it have a constrict quality?
It doesn't.
Okay, thank God.
But it's going to use its second attack to continue to bite Duggan.
All right, sure, that's fine.
So 16 plus 2 because you're not on the ground, plus 1 from above, minus 5 for its secondary attack is AC 24.
That hits.
2d6 plus 12 on Duggan is 17 damage. Minus your damage reduction.
Yeah, where is... I can't find... Oh, he's under Cog.
Yeah.
Hang on.
I'm so drained from spells. Sunny burned all of them. He's got like 4 left.
Dingleberry.
If you get scared, let me know. I'll fix it for you. Sorry, who was it?
Dingle.
You've
got a commanding view of the battlefield. The nice garden that's turned into battlefield.
Oh shit! We're gonna. He's gonna. Hi. He's gonna wait for the fairies. And he's gonna start shooting the canopy creeper because that thing looks like it's horrible. He doesn't know who's on what side yet, although that thing did shoot Agony. So
yeah. Agony's charging forward, and there's arrows busting against his shield spell, and he's running forward.
Slake, you're gonna want to go faster. All right, so Capra has. Let me check. 2 rounds of Bard Song left. He's gonna. And no spells. No spells and 2 rounds of Bard Song left. Yeah, it didn't roll well. Looking for town. And he can't fund ammunition. No, that was all bad.
There were a series of unfortunate luck and decisions. It was you could have spent like a night resting before exploring.
Go pick up the flower. Yep. Oh yeah.
Yep. And then the 1 in 4 chance of the guardian showing up when you crunched a flower, which was their trigger.
Yeah. We're gonna fire some arrows at the. I'm gonna save Bard Song until everybody's in melee, and then I'm gonna fire arrows at the big plant thing.
Okay. It's currently grappled, so its AC is lowered.
Okay, it's second range increment, so that would be -2, -4, so AC 17. That's a critical threat. I don't have a +89 to hit. I only have a +8. So
the 17 misses, but the crit hits.
I don't think it can be critted. It's a plant in the multiverse. And AC 17 misses. 1d8 +3 +1. Oh, it's so underwhelming. 5 damage.
Okay.
Well, welcome to my world.
One of its smaller tentacles kind of reacts by wrapping around your arrow, snapping it, and pulling it out and dropping it. Actually, it just continues to crunch the arrow. It's hard to tell how much structural damage you do to the thing because it's kind of behind a bunch of other vines. Agony is full out charging the archer.
Yeah.
He doesn't need to be right next to the archer. Mark, do you want to give me an attack at +9, please?
Natural 1.
Okay. Roll for confirmation.
AC 13, I'm guessing, would have been a miss.
Critical miss with his Lucerne hammer.
And what happened? And the shame continues. Are you sure you're a red jag? Or are you just embarrassed all the time?
Agony of shame. Oh, there we
So,
go.
Staggered for one
The
round.
fortitude save to avoid this is the DC of the AC of the monster. The AC of the monster is
AC
20.
the creature.
Yeah, the AC of the creature. So okay, he's he trips on a bunch of flowers and like he hits with his lucerne hammer the ground, and the butt end of it ends up kind of in his sternum. Like, this is a thing that I've done with a hockey stick before playing hockey.
Yes,
like it gets
it
caught in
hurts
a rivet underneath between the boards of the in the ice, and it's like, oh, you know, you end up kind of
You skewer yourself.
skew yourself. So he did that with his lucerne hammer, and he's kind of fucked up.
Oh, we have to roll his curse too. So. Mind you, it looks like it's already taking effect.
They're not
So.
fey.
Oh, they're not fey.
They are
one of them-
natural creatures, though,
Are
which
they?
is also part of the combat. So there's
Something's very funny over there, Mark. Just
there's
for
a
the-
Well, my
50,
wife's watching
50,
a comedy
Whoops.
special.
And then so right now he's mute.
Yes.
Cog, you are.
I'm gonna try to.
Your arms are being squeezed. You could hear the metal grinding.
So I'll activate my. Hold on. I will activate my arm. Can I activate my arm to get a bonus in strength and then go full defensive?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that and then go full defensive and bump up my.
Seem to even further because that's awesome.
Or become CMDB 35.
Okay.
Yep.
Duggan.
Marty,
Hmm.
sorry. Does AC 19 hit the thing?
The Berlani thing.
The tree. The pine. I know it doesn't. I'm just
The tree's AC is 23 and grapple would be 21.
right. The Capra still has his part or his mutagen running.
Okay.
That was just
29 on an escape artist check, so I don't get out. And then I'm stuck.
Okay. You could
Do you
bowl
want
for 20s to pull a weapon.
Nope.
The Guardian Fairy now is active. All right. Sees this dragon man.
Is it laughing at the dragon man?
It's good the character. Are you okay? Jeez, it really looked like it hurt.
Okay, so it flutters up.
It provokes me hello.
Let's see.
It does actually. Well, yeah, he's mute, but
Stagger doesn't mean stunned.
It does a 5-foot burst. Okay, so it needs to be closer to Agony. It's going to bravely flutter forward as a step. And then there is a burst of holy might around it. A bunch of stars begin to float around it, and Agony does not like the feeling of this. It does 1d4 points of holy damage plus 1 point for each step their alignment deviates from chaotic good.
Oh, lawful neutral.
Agony
Enjoy.
is 1, 2, 3 steps away, so it does 1d4 plus 3 damage.
Is there a save or is it just haha?
A DC 12 reflex save negates the damage. So it does 4 damage, and Agony stays away from the angry stars.
That feels a little underwhelming, which makes me nervous now.
You didn't get the thing to go look at the. You got a problem? Don't shit talk. You got a problem. You're getting eaten by a problem. It's a problem.
I'm getting eaten by the problem.
This little thing is this guy's buddy. It's his little buddy.
It's his Disney sidekick. Which, by the way, is what Duggan should be.
You're the leader. Sunny, what are you doing?
Where is? Oh, Slake is running around that way. That's a problem.
Yeah, he wants to get. He sees the. He's going to come at it from the top.
This is a problem. I don't want to go in there. Sunny is going to whip an acid arrow at the canopy creeper.
Okay.
Nice.
We're going to use the wand.
You are 110 feet away with no chance of hitting your allies unless you crit. Fumble.
I believe acid arrow's got a 130-foot range. No, it's got a 400, 600 long range. Big bad range. I hit AC.
Touch AC.
I hit AC 10. It should hit a grapple.
Its touch AC before grappling is 11. Because it's grappling, it's 9. So you hit by 1. It almost it almost shuffled out of the way.
Put him down 5, and then he's like kind of still taking cover behind the bush. Like he's like, you can't see me. Please don't put arrows in me.
Cog, you notice that the damage from one of the arrows is slowly reknitting.
It regenerates.
Fast healing 2.
Damn. We are doomed.
But it does have an acid arrow on it, right? Like
it'll take a damage next round.
Okay. Dassod?
Dassod's going to basically make his way down there. Either is there an easy way to come down? Does he need a climb speed to get down, or can he just?
You could try to jump and hold on to the vines and swing down. Like there is a really fast way of getting down there.
No. I've been rolling with Modron for a while now. I know what's going to happen.
Okay. The easiest place to climb down is at the edge of this laneway where the party climbed down.
Yeah, he's going to get a climb speed. He's going to move, and with a climb speed of 20, he's going to climb down.
Okay, well, with a run, you get to the edge of the...
Oh, the edge. Okay,
yeah.
And then he climbed. That's 3 moves?
Yes.
Okay.
A full round action will get you to the edge of the pit.
Perfect.
Slake is full round action running at 60. He really needs his 7 levels of fighter on his Gestalt.
Or we could convince him that magic is actually awesome.
Right. His personal development before he goes full... No, you've convinced him that alchemy is okay. Alchemy is not magic.
That's perfect, because it's a slippery slope to get over. Like, we can just slide that down to potions.
Okay, the Guardian Archer is not having anything of Agony's attack. He's going to step out of melee from Agony and take a couple of fires. Let me see if this thing has rapid shot. It does not. Oh.
Hey! Hey, you!
You know what it's going to do instead? It's going to take a step back and cast Mirror Image.
All right, then.
It's got 3 mirror images.
Be that way.
I don't want to play your tag with you anyways.
Giant plant thing.
Which is a problem.
It is a big problem.
I believe it takes
In the
acid damage.
Yeah, it's gonna. Okay, it takes acid damage.
Or more damage.
Okay, it heals 2. It takes 4, so 2 net. And does the acid go
Almost
away?
there, boys.
The acid go away?
We've almost heard it.
Does the acid go away?
Yeah, it was just 1 extra round of acid.
Okay, it makes its grapple to maintain the grapple.
What did it roll?
It rolled a 17 on the die.
Yeah, it's like 45 or something.
26, 37, 43.
Yeah, it's enough.
Okay, it's gonna spend this grapple action pulling all of you right in beside it. You're kind of dangling next to it, and then it's gonna beak attack Cog because Cog is struggling. It's AC 26 on Cog.
No, it's a miss.
Okay, it nibbling at the edge of your big metal hat. Okay, that is the giant plant thing, Dingle.
Dingle is going to move up to the edge. He's like teetering on the edge, but now he's at the first range increment.
You're like, oh. Okay.
We're going to spend an action to Arcane Strike. And we're going to steady our aim and slow our heart rate and try to save our friends.
Yeah, they're being eaten by
AC 29
okay.
and AC 28.
Both those magical arrows go viciously into the side of the plant-like mass. It winces at that, and
I don't have a magic bow. So they are magic. They're magic from the Arcane Strike. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So 15 damage. That's some damage. Nice number.
Those that are in its grapple do hear its little beak making high-pitched screeching noises at that.
Yay.
It's going to take a while.
Agony's staggered, so he gets 2...
He gets 2 actions.
He can step forward and wallop the archer.
Or he could blow away that fairy. Like he could just...
Sure, he'll attack the stupid fairy. He basically dragging his pole arm. He steps forward, so he'll threaten the archer, and
he threatens both.
He'll smash the fairy with a power attack. He hits AC 21 before the fairy could do any of its defensive spells. That
chose this.
Hits the fairy. His Lucerne Hammer power attacking does 1d12 plus 11. 17 damage. It is not cold iron or good. That's 12 damage. Okay, the fairy is not bloodied.
So the fairy's a problem. As per what Mark has said, that's a problem.
Yep.
When you meet the alligator and it's biting you, you know that you've encountered the fairy. When you meet the alligator and it's flicking at you with its tiny claw, you know you haven't met the problem yet.
Cog's going to try to escape. Well, actually, can I attack the creature?
You can punch it. You can just start wailing on it.
Yep.
All right, let's flurry this puppy.
What's your bonus?
You can do it with his strong hand too, because his other hand could be part of the grapple. So.
Yep.
Not that it helps is to attack.
Plus 8, you said?
Yeah, 2 flurries +8, and then +3.
AC 22 is a hit. Natural 1's a problem. AC 17 is a problem. You were melee natural. Do you take bleed?
I don't think so. I'll have to check that one.
Gearforge is immune to bleed damage.
Okay, so your hand makes a funny noise. And then you wanted one more, you said?
I'm doing this defensive. Oh, wait, defensively. Crap. Oh, it doesn't matter. It's going to get me anyways. Keep attacking! Oh.
Okay, and miss. So you hit once. You do...
+2.
No, you're Ahmed. I think 3rd level monks or 4th level monks do D8. I think you've been screwing yourself
D8,
a whole die.
I should stop rolling for you. You do 3 damage.
Hey.
Okay. So yeah, he's like attacking where the vine is coming out and.
4th level, yeah.
Aim for the beak.
and finally, there's like a lettuce like crunching sound, but it's.
Make sure you got your +1 AC bonus.
Dugganschmirf, what are you doing?
It didn't do any damage to me this round?
No.
All right. So there's that, and then tears. I don't want to die.
Are you making your Hail Mary try to draw a dagger check?
Oh yeah, I don't know.
You guys should double check that is actually a grapple check to get out. But
so here, I will check.
If you have to manipulate, I think it's a grapple.
I might be. See, this is where that multiple systems thing.
And it's fucking grapple.
Hey, well,
grapple! How do we hate you? Okay, Guardian Fairy. It starts to sing. It's going to provide it's the elf-like companion with a bard song. And then it steps. It's not big enough to be providing a flank, but it is getting closer to Agony. Sunny.
Okay. Sunny's going to throw another acid arrow at the big salad monster.
Okay.
He hits soundly this time.
Center mass for 5 damage.
5 damage, and the wand is out.
Okay.
The
wand is now inert. Keep track of the...
I've got an inert wand on my thing.
Okay.
And then we're going to... Well, we're got a problem. Yeah.
We're gonna start moving in.
Nope. He's looking at his stack of scrolls going, does he have one that will help with this?
Yeah, you can see all sorts of like insects and birds and forest critters all like fleeing the area of the whacking tentacles.
Yeah, that's a problem. Yep, the problem.
Dassod. Kev? Ahmed? He's climb speeding down.
Yeah.
His form when he turned into Kev. Let's see. Ahmed's a chair.
Ahmed's a chair and his audio's out.
Climb speed of 10 feet.
I was on mute. Damn it.
Okay.
Yes.
So Dassod is now down the pit.
Is that 3 actions, 30 feet down?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If we quickly take a measure of how deep the pit is, yeah, on that end it's 30 feet.
Yep.
Slake. Moves another 60.
So you should be able to stab it with your knife, Mark.
Yeah, it's, instead of attempting, you can take any action that doesn't require 2 hands to perform.
Yeah.
Question, what about using your 2K?
My what?
He has to make a CMB check.
Yeah, it's a spell-like ability.
So there were 3 rounds where you could have attacked the vine, Duggan. So give me 3 attacks.
Does it have DR?
The vine...
Do you have a knife?
Yeah.
If you have a knife, you can get through the DR of the vine.
Yeah. So
hence, I was using a dagger on the
give me
treant.
3 attack rolls on the vine.
All right. I'm just gonna.
We could use some blasts. I'm willing to spend. I'm going to spend a DM point to to get these actions for Duggan because my wizard is not walking up to that plant.
Sure, we can retroactively fix our whoopsie with grapple because grapple is always the thing. It'll give me a good prompt to reset the DM points for this.
Yeah, so I'll get 3 attacks
for the night.
AC 30, 27, and 21.
Look at that, 3 hits.
Chop, chop, chop.
As a plant, is it subject to non-lethal damage?
No. Give me a second. It might be. Yeah, it is. You can bruise a plant. You can bruise a tomato.
2 non-lethal. I don't have to roll.
How much?
2 non-lethal.
Each strike.
No.
You hit 3 times.
Well,
2 times.
The last one should have been 19. I didn't subtract 2 from being grappled.
Okay.
And I do 1, 2, minus 2.
So. I believe that, unless I'm reading this incorrectly, the vines are like an object.
No, they have DR, not hardness.
Ooh.
It has 10 hit points, so we're going to call it 2 hit points on the vine. 2 out of 10 damage. Yeah, you're this tall, Mark. There will be problems your character has. There will also be advantages.
We've played with advantages thus far.
Yep.
Oh, I'm making a mess. Oh, God.
That's the disadvantage of being big.
Yes, it is.
Throw everything everywhere.
Oh, God.
Giant plant thing. Okay, you guys have not broken out of this thing yet.
If we're being honest, it's because when it's like you have to eat a salad, this is the bowl I put my salad in.
Ahmed, does the... Oh, this is going to be close, I think.
I didn't go full defensive last time.
Oh, well then. You're off the ground. It's above you. 26, it gets a 38.
To grapple?
To maintain the grapple.
So... It's a 33. Sorry, it's a 32. So, yeah.
Okay.
Even if I was full defensive,
it's going to do damage. Like, it just continues to squeeze.
Mm-hmm.
It does 10 damage to Cog.
Okay.
And then it bites. I'm going to roll randomly at this point.
So, when it maintains its grapple, it's maintaining its grapple against both of us?
Yep.
Does it need to do the minus 20? Like, is it 2 rolls?
I don't know, but like Cog joined the grapple, so this is where the grapple rules get really weird.
I don't know how.
I don't know how this.
I don't know how this is supposed to.
We've only been playing this game for 12 years.
You've been playing this game for 12 years. I make complex shit out of fucking this paragraph.
So there are specific feats and stances to maintain two different grapples.
Yep.
Otherwise, you do take negatives. The grapples are. Give me a sec. Right. I'll find out the feats are. Maybe I'll give us some info.
All right. Well, if he has to make a second roll to maintain it against,
but there's a minus to the other one. He has to pick a primary and a secondary.
I think it's like 1 roll and then 1 gets the minus. Does that number minus 20 still hold Duggan? Is the question. I think is how it's supposed to work, but that is like 3.5 being mixed in. Like those rules are not explicitly written.
Yeah, that's fine. It's because Cog joined the grapple. He's actually saving Duggan right now, so I don't feel as bad.
Because I would be dead.
1 and 2, it attacks Cog. 3, it attacks Duggan. It attacks Cog. 16 plus 3 minus 5. It gets AC 19 against Cog. It is trying to ingest the top of Cog's helmet, but it can't quite get its beak over both lips of the helmet, and it's crunching, and it's like choking on the top of your head.
Oh, and it takes an extra 2d4 acid because it's having its turn.
Yep.
Aha, 7 more damage.
Nice. Plus the 2 healing, so 38. Dingle.
Sleek is going to be just this, like, what's he going to do? He's just going to jump on it, and he's going to die from falling too high.
Duggan. Dingle, sorry.
Dingle is now... I don't think it's the right time to Bard Song yet. We'll give it another round. Actually, Agony is done being staggered, right?
Yep.
We're going to Bard Song this round and fire 2 arrows.
Okay, your Bard Song takes the form of encouraging words.
Get him, guys! Get him! I can get him! It's okay!
I got a 31 on my escape artist.
Oh, you're not... Sorry, I meant Dingle. You're not... You could save that, but it's Dingle, Agony, Cog, then Duggan, because you delayed. So Dingle is going to fire his arrows. That's a miss.
He misses, and then he hits.
That's a hit.
And he does 12 damage.
You guys are doing constant damage to this thing every turn. It's at,
I know what his hit points are. It's a problem.
It's at 50 damage, and it is not bloodied yet.
I know.
Agony.
Are you guys bloodied?
I think Agony is gonna.
Cog's bloodied.
Yeah, this is the...
So he can make a free action to decide to drop his. No, he's gonna drop his Lucerne Hammer. Free action.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna claw bite the little fey thing that has kind of been like too big for its britches. And there is a Bard Song going, and I think he's going to power attack, so that's 2 claws. He's going to do a full round to get
all the
get everything at max bonus.
Yep.
Yeah.
So claw, AC 15. Oh.
So your dagger this round, when you chop at it, you might want to stop trying to escape and just 3-round cut at it. I don't know. Because you'll do like Bard Song damage to the slicing.
Had he not power attacked, he would have hit.
That's real depressing.
On his power attacking bite, that hit.
There we go.
6 plus 8 minus 5. He bites the little thing for 6 damage. And it is now bloodied.
Huh.
Cog.
Punch you! Alright, so I will do this. I'm gonna go full defensive.
Mm-hmm.
That's 2 actions?
Yep.
Okay, I'll try to do, before I do that, I'm gonna try to do Escape Artist, or...
Okay.
Let's see. Do I even have Escape Artist?
Make a CMD
Rough
instead.
day. CMD.
But full defense is 2 actions, so you got to be careful with what.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
a normal defensively is no actions. So.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try to escape, and then I'll go full defensive.
No,
You can't do that.
do that.
Those are 2 complex actions.
Oh, it's a complex action. Okay. Then I'll flurry. Then I'll go into full defensive.
So you need to, if you're going full defensive, it has to go first, I think.
I can't attack if I'm going full defensive.
Well, no, now you can. It's just a big penalty here.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Give me a second.
Sure.
It's weird now. Total defense is now 2 actions, and I believe it. Total defense. You concentrate on defense rather than attacking at the start of your next turn. So you can do it at the start.
Okay.
You do stuff.
And what's the minus?
if you take a if you attack before the start of this, it becomes just like doing something defensively. You don't get the full bonus. That's what it is. So you can
Right. So if you go full defensive, you're not doing anything other than being defensive.
well, no, you can go full defensive, and then you can't attack.
Right. Like you could go full defense and walk away somewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
Got it.
Just can't attack.
Okay. Then I'll go.
That's interesting. That means you can go partial defense.
Well, there's a
later
partial
in your
defense. Right, you can attack and then do 2 actions to go partial defense. Okay. It's interesting. There's nuance in this. We're teasing out the nuance of this.
Yep.
Okay, I'll go full defense and hopefully slip out when he tries to maintain the grapple.
Nice. Okay. Because it's now, I think, in your favor, Duggan.
Yeah.
I got a 31 on the.
Okay, so Duggan slips out.
And with Bard Song, it's a 32.
Oh, that's right.
Got her.
Duggan, yeah, Cog.
Well, with a skill check though, not.
You did the escape artist.
It is not threatening with its tentacles. Cog has basically replaced you in the grapple. Okay, Duggan, you can't help but notice that the crest on the statue is the same symbol as the emblem that you found, the little the flower that is like a setting or rising sun.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That's all I can do.
Okay, you can see the cross-looking, strange, deep-voiced elf being with the bow. He does look up at you. He sees you. The guardian fairy. This thing's kind of mean, and it does that starburst of the swirling starburst again. Agony gets his reflex save. He rolls a nat 1, so he gets 1d4 plus 3 damage, which is 5.
Wow. New characters, guys.
Like one of the stars went right into his foot. And, he looks like he was injured by that. Sunny. I'm gonna get you, is what he says. The thing looks defiant, like just incredibly defiant.
Sunny is going to, for the sake of all things,
a couple of hummingbirds go zipping by him.
This garden is well vegetated, right?
Yep.
All right, we're just seeing if I can entangle without getting. I can. I'm going to entangle to get the archer. So basically, I guess I'll draw the template.
Okay. Yeah, this garden is the definition of well vegetated. All sorts of vines and roots and flowers and shrubs. Let me check to see if this thing SR apply on.
No.
Okay.
The plants are there, and they grab you.
All right, he gets to make a reflex save, huh?
He certainly does.
Gets an 18 total.
My DC is a 17.
Okay, he's not grabbed this round.
Nope.
And it re-rolls on your turn.
It's on my turn. Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
Sorry, those that end their movements. Sorry. I think it's on my turn.
Yeah, Barry. Increase your CR, your caster level by 1.
Dassod, you are on the path down below.
I'm coming, guys.
Are you running in?
Yeah.
×4 run.
Let's get in there. This statue looks important. I move at 30. Why do you have me at 25?
Oh yeah, where are you running to? I just moved your.
I was gonna go right into the statue and just start beating the shit out of that thing.
So you run. Okay, so you You're running right beside Agony. You almost step on the little fairy thing that's flying around.
Oh, there's a little guy there.
Glowing with a golden light. And
No, hold on. He's there. Let's get right in here.
So when we're saying 80%, we're going to, that's 60%.
Oh, yeah.
When you run in and punch the scenery, that's 60%.
That kind of statue looks apart.
He's playing it drunk, let's be honest.
Okay. So Slake moves to the edge. Oh. I think he needs to draw a weapon. He's going to draw his dwarven war axe.
It's his only remaining axe.
Mm-hmm. He's got a single move left. He's going to climb.
He's been, grab me!
He's going to climb down to it.
Grab me!
Okay, so his armor check penalty is at -5. He is able to climb down the vines. His movement is 20, so it's like he climbs down that far. he's kind of rappelling down the side using the vines. Some of them are snapping. He's re-grabbing them. He's got his dwarven war axe in one hand, which he is proficient with, so I believe he can use
one-handed swing with that?
Yeah.
And when he gets grabbed, he can chop with it. Although I'm assuming he won't chop his seatbelt. That's
right. The Guardian Archer, with its perfect maneuverability flight, is just going to rise into the air.
Okay, still like difficult terrain for the first chunk.
Yep.
So Agony threatened he would have.
Yeah, Agony dropped his Lucerne Hammer because he went full
If
claw.
he doesn't anymore.
Yeah, it rises up into the air and it's going to fire an arrow down. Its flight is... what is its flight?
50 or 60 probably.
Perfect 100. So
holy shit.
That cost him 20. He's got 80 more. He wants to stay within one range increment. So he's going to go all the way up here and tag Agony.
Capra's like, huh.
Tag Agony a couple of times. +1 from above, +1 from Bard Song from Little Critter. AC 27 misses by 1.
Good Agony.
Second attack, AC 17. Yeah. It's firing down on Agony. Agony's pissed.
If we tell this story correctly, he does look like a hero. Have to tell that we just don't talk about the ones.
Right. Okay, the plant thing. Well, it's got something to mange.
This is a problem.
Fail. It's going to try to maintain the grapple. It does.
Oh, hell.
15 plus currently 26, so 41.
Yep. Yeah. I have a 32 plus 35. It'd be a 35 for me.
Okay, it squeezes for 7 damage.
Dogie.
And then its second attack will be to also squeeze for damage. It just basically bites. So
it would be an attack.
Plus 16 plus 3 minus 5.
So the first time it doesn't have to roll. The second time it does, right?
No, the first time it rolled a CMB check. The second time it rolls versus AC.
An attack.
26 as its beak is trying to bite at you.
No.
It seems to be attracted by the blue glowing light within you. Like it's sensing.
Oh, eating horrible planet.
You're supposed to like elves. What the hell?
Dingle.
Okay.
And then it heals too.
Dingle is going to let the last round of Bard Song ring. Yeah, you got this! Hey, Duggan! Cog, you gotta hurry where you want it! And then we're going to arcade strike, and we're going to throw arrows at the canopy creeper because it has to go down, and then he apparently has to kill the elf because ain't nobody else hitting it.
Slink with his javelins might be able to do something. Yep.
Missing, hitting, and missing for 9 damage.
Okay, 57. It is not bloodied. Agony. You little shit, is what he says. he is now flanking with Kev, who came running over. Although Kev ran, so I don't think he's threatening.
Normally running.
I have my sword and whip out.
So
why wouldn't I?
In the new version, you run it 4 times in a straight line. When you do, you lose your dex bonus. So do you have combat reflexes? If you get combat reflexes, he would still. Well, actually, he can't take AOs.
I'm not threatening.
I don't think he's threatening.
Yeah.
Good. Good. This is exactly what I wanted.
Oh, but Agony's gonna punish the little fucker. Yeah, this is hit, and then the last one's a +7, which is 17, and its AC is 16. So, you little shit! You little shit! He grabs it and starts pulling at wings and biting it and claws, and it is all sorts of messy. The thing is crying out and speaking in some celestial tongue. Damage. This would be 1d4 and 1d6s plus 8 with Bard Song, so -5 would be 2d4 plus 1d6 plus 8, 5, 3 times 3 plus 9. He does 21 damage to the little thing. Which is 39 damage. It is now unconscious. It has 33 hit points. It's at -6.
No reason to stop. Keep going, buddy.
12 con, so it remains. That answers your question, Sunny. These things are here.
Huh. He understands that typically this is the sort of thing that it's not considered a good thing to be fighting and murdering, but that one's dead. I mean, it's alive, but it's dead.
Cog.
It's all about balance, though, isn't it, Druid? Like, some good things came in, but no evil things came in. So really, we're just keeping the balance.
Hey, Fox. The canopy creeper is just demolishing Duggan and...
That thing is a hard counter to... Wow. Once Slink jumps on its face, then you'll see what its counter is. Its counter is a hard, chewy Slink nugget. You want this?
Cog, what are you doing?
Whatever I can, really.
Did you add your damage from last round? Because
7 damage. No, I just got back. 7 damage. Yeah, I can probably take another round, and then I'm out.
Don't worry, when we're over there, make you whole. So you can shoot on some more.
Thanks, pal. Thanks. Relied on the wrong person. Just put that on my tombstone. Okay. I'm gonna have to stay defensive. I'll stay defensive, full defensive, and try to stay full defensive, and hopefully I slip out of his grasp next round. Because my damage is useless to him.
Yeah, you need to get Dee Dee working on that amulet of agile.
I finished the amulet! Nah, too bad, he's dead.
at 5th level, which I think this encounter or the last one put you over, she's going to take Craft Wondrous item. She can make clothing and jewelry, which covers a lot of good stuff. Oh, and amulets. I think we house ruled that magic arms and armor can also do amulets, but the base requirement, the raw, is Craft Wondrous item. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, this is Foxfire's. Foxfire chose the Canopy Creeper, and then together we chose the Berlani for the adventure, for the side quest from the stream.
Yeah. Fox, I was mentioning before, the stream has been picking some good hard counters to certain character builds.
Yes.
Duggan was in that thing for a long time doing piss all.
Cog, so you went full defense? Okay. Dugganschmirf, you're finally free, and you get to react.
Oh, explode something. Something's head explodes right now.
Hang on. This might be his work. Give me 2 seconds.
Tell him you're busy.
Tell him it's Saturday!
Lava's pouring out of the what now?
Lava. molten and what? The break room's covered in molten lava.
Magma's raining from the ceiling? I don't know how that happened.
You pushed the button? You're not supposed to push that button!
There's a sticky note on that says do not push!
You did what? Uh-oh.
Sorry.
It's all right. Everything okay?
Yeah, I had to get rid of them.
Okay.
All right, so he's going to blast the elf thing and then fly out of range of the awful.
Okay, there's no SR on your blasts or anything like that?
There's no SR for a physical blast, no.
Okay.
14 bird song, point blank, or is he point blank?
Yeah, he's point blank. He's right beside you.
He's got a really, really deep voice for an elf.
So I aim for his groin to heighten.
Maybe we'll understand what he's saying.
AC 30, yeah, you blast him with your
D4?
with your sling bullet.
Are those not your images? Am I?
Yeah.
He's got 3 images up.
All right.
Hit him. Yeah, boy.
Okay. His DR is 10.
All right, so he takes 8 damage. And then I flies away.
I'm assuming he has got like magical flight. They don't have wings. Never mind.
Yep. He's just kind of like rising up off the ground with confidence and supernatural ability.
I gotta order a pizza. I'll be right back.
We're called. Gotta order a pizza.
The Guardian Fairy is trying to stabilize on the ground. And wow. Minus. Does it have a positive? Yeah, it's stable. Little fucker. Just forcing Duggan to do worse and worse things.
Now kill the actually made of good fairy.
Right.
Not just a good fairy, but a fairy made of good.
Oh, Sunny.
So is he floating out in the middle, or is he close to that wall?
He's close to the wall. The vines are pretty long. Like, and you could possibly tag him with another entangle if that's what you're getting at.
That's what I'm thinking. I don't got much. I mean, I can hit him with magic missile just to annoy him, but it's like the long run. We're going to Pearl of Power a entangle.
Okay.
We're trying to see if we can grab him with that wall.
Nice use of the Pearl of Power. Okay. Says something you don't understand. As a bunch of vines lance out towards him, he rolls a nat 1. He is entangled. I don't think you can use bows while entangled.
Entangled is a dex penalty, and you can't move. Grappled, you can use the bow. Entangled, you could try, but you have a -4 on all, like a -4 dex and a -2 to attack.
Cool. So that was Sunny grabbing the thing. with the vines that reach out and wrap around him. Dassod.
Oh, that guy's on the ground.